So just days before the nation marks the landfall of Hurricane Katrina on the Gulf Coast 2 decades ago, more than 100 current and former FEMA employees are sending an urgent warning, saying the Trump administration is gutting the capabilities and the authority of the agency. CNN's Gabe Cohen joins us now with this story. Gabe, tell us more about what's being described as the Katrina doctrine.
Yeah, so Boris, first I want to take you back 20 years, because if you remember, after Katrina, Congress investigated and felt there had been this major federal failure, both local, state, and federal failure when it came to the response to Katrina. So they passed these reforms because they wanted to strengthen emergency management in this country. And so they did several things. They set higher standards for FEMA leadership. They aimed to strengthen FEMA's autonomy so that it could function on its own and function capably when it mattered most. Now you talk about this letter. This is about 180 current and former FEMA workers who essentially say that this overhaul of FEMA that we have seen at the hands of the Trump administration in recent months really is reversing, is rolling back a lot of the changes and what they see as progress over the past couple decades. They point to a couple things specifically. We talk about FEMA's autonomy. Well, we know Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, whose department oversees FEMA, she's implemented at least one policy that essentially says any payments, any grants, contracts over $100,000, they now need her approval. We saw it hamper FEMA's response during the Texas floods. There was a lot of concern that that is violating the changes that were put in place after Katrina, that FEMA is supposed to have autonomy, and yet we're seeing the DHS secretary say, no, you go through me if you want to spend a serious amount of money even during a disaster. Then there are questions about FEMA's leadership. Acting Administrator David Richardson came in with no experience managing natural disasters, appointed in May by Secretary Noem. And that, again, is what these employees are saying goes against what was put in place after Katrina to make sure it doesn't happen again. They want experienced leaders at the top, but that's not what they're seeing right now with either Richardson or the front office at FEMA, which at this point is just about all DHS officials.
Wow, Gabe Cohen, thank you so much for that reporting.